Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. Electra fires Luna, and Liam leaves Spencer Publications. When Electra cautioned her to avoid Will, Una laughed in her face. While browsing through a magazine at Brooks, she rambles on to Hope about her job. After what the Forresters did to her, Hope is not at all interested in hearing about them. Carter sold her out to the Forresters, she laments, adding that her mother did the same. Her mother advises her to wait. She will persuade Ridge to allow her to rejoin the organization. Hope doesn't believe that and doesn't submit to Ridge's questionable judgment. When will she realize that she is sufficient and doesn't need to prove herself to him? She wonders her mother. Hope laments that she was the only one let go due to the takeover, and they quarrel about Ridge and Steffy. Hope runs outside to catch her breath because she is unable to continue talking about this. He assures Liam that none of this worries him when they are at Bill's. Liam claims that it is his business to have a murderer live with him and allow her to go free. Bill claims he is exempt from having to defend himself. He will just state that Luna wasn't secure there. His son informs Dad that without her, nobody is secure. His father finally yells that he's had enough as Liam waves his hands. He is informed by Liam that Luna is insane and ought to be imprisoned. He has let loose a madman on the others. Bill advises him to stop whining and return to his job. Because he is not held accountable, he is accused of being gross and reckless. He is unable to comprehend it. They are really dissimilar. Liam keeps rambling even though his father doesn't want to have this conversation. Bill tells him to accept his actions. He will follow instructions because he works for him. I resign, Liam says. Standing in Sheila's doorway, Electra warns Luna not to approach Will. Luna believes that she and Electra should have a private conversation about Sheila's declaration that she will not put up with any aggression in her house. Sheila leaves them alone after reminding Electra of the person she is dealing with. Luna receives a warning from Electra to avoid Will. According to her, Luna ought to be imprisoned. Luna argues that she isn't and that Will's father is the one who deserves her freedom. Declaring that she is a free woman and cannot do anything to ruin it, Luna gets in her face. She will benefit from that. Electra tells her to avoid her and will because she is certain she will ruin that. She pushes her. She should never touch her again, Luna advises. Electra informs her that will not interact with her since she is unwell and pitiful. Luna smirks to herself as she leaves, saying, "We'll see about that." Sheila heads down to Il Giardino and notices Deacon looking glum. Hope and her line are causing him concern. She's useless without the line. She must be inconsolable. She has not returned his calls or texts. Sheila goes back to Luna, who assures her that she is not intimidated by the little girl. She was incarcerated with worse. She almost yelled at the little Miss Perfect prude, so it's a good thing she left. Hope visits her dad at Il Giardino and laments that her mother seems to be blaming her for everything. She is tired of listening to her. She has never experienced such betrayal and hurt from her mother. Deacon promises to always be there for her. She can rely on him if she needs someone to support her. They give each other hugs. When Katie sees her son distracted in the Forrester design office, she assumes it's because of Electra. He acknowledges that they don't appear to be in agreement. Although everything has been going smoothly, they disagree about moving forward. Katie says, "Oh. She isn't ready, but he wants to grow closer and do the right thing." There is no timeline, according to his mother. He reiterates that they don't agree. He clarifies that Luna came upon him after overhearing them discussing it. Will tells Electra that he doesn't want to ruin things by pushing too hard when she arrives after Katie leaves. He will wait as he is aware that she is not yet ready. They share a kiss. Luna thinks she has a shot with him, which is ridiculous. She cautioned her to avoid her. Will is concerned about that. After an epic altercation with Bill, Liam leaves Spencer Publications and Electra ejects Luna. She discusses Forrester business with Hope at Brooks' house. After what the Forresters did to her, Hope doesn't want to hear about Ridge, Steffy, or them. According to Brooke, things are changing. Not for me, replies Hope, who has lost everything because she trusted the wrong man and was duped out of the Foresters. I still have the unshakable feeling that you did too. Hope is urged by Brooke to wait. Ridge will let her back in when she speaks with him. Hope claims that he will never pursue that. She's starting to grow weary of having to respect his opinion. When will she stop feeling the need to prove herself to him? She understands that her mother is still concerned about how this is affecting her relationship with him. He is always her first priority and her first consideration, rather than, well, anything else. Brooke lets out a sigh. They've previously talked about this, she tells her daughter. Hope assumes that nothing will change and that she is the only one who will be affected. The only person fired was her. Brooke says it was the approach they took, but I don't think it was so wrong to want better for myself and the company. Why doesn't she realize that Carter does? Hope leaves because she needs to get some fresh air. Brooke lets out a frustrated sigh. Liam addresses Bill. Liam yells at Bill's house that he starts to worry about this since people continuously asking him questions about his decision-making that he is unable to respond to. You released Luna from jail. Your house was occupied by a convicted murderer. What's wrong with you? Bill informs him that Luna wasn't secure there. Well, that's great, Dad, because now none of us are safe out here. Liam shouts. He reminds him that she attempted to assassinate Steffy and killed 2 men. What is the matter with you? Bill screams, enough. Do you really believe I'll let you enter my home and speak to me in that manner? Liam goes on, Luna Nozawa is insane. She is a real murderer. According to Bill, she was pardoned and given a fresh start. Not from me, Liam yells. Not from the guys Steffy killed or their families. Bill says Luna is making a fresh start. Given how dangerous she is, Liam contends that she ought to spend the rest of her life in prison. But now you just let her loose into the world, he says. Thank you for effectively unleashing a maniac on the rest of us. Bill is reminded once more by Liam that Luna wants Steffy dead. All right, we're done, shouts Bill. He won't argue with Liam about this. Get off your soapbox and get back to work, he says. Liam will not be fired because he is there as his son and not his employee. He's wasting his time, Bill sniffs. No one has the right to question him, but Liam speculates that perhaps he is. They all have to accept that he can act as strange and shady he pleases. It's unaccountability, not leadership. It's disgusting, careless, and will result in someone's death. Someone he says is important to him. I have no idea what's going on with you, and I'm beginning to doubt that I ever will. Perhaps it's because I'm so drastically different from you. Electra remains firm with Luna. Sheila tells Electra at Deacon's apartment that she doesn't like her being hostile at home. Luna proposes to her grandma that she and Electra have a private conversation. Sheila encourages Electra to keep in mind her location and the people she is interacting with before leaving. There is nothing to discuss, Electra informs Luna, adding that her purpose is to serve as a warning to keep away from her and Will. Will doesn't want anything to do with her, she informs Luna. Smirking, Luna says, really? Electra tells her that his jealous lover should be rotting in prison, so why am I getting upset with her? According to Luna, Will's father has given her the freedom to do as she pleases. Luna informs Electra that Bill has given her freedom. Electra is fortunate to have been granted another chance because there is nothing she can do to ruin it. You will, of course, sneers Electra. It won't be long before you make a mistake and end up back in jail. She shoves Luna, who glares, and says, until then, I'm warning you to never come near Will or me, ever again. Electra responds, you hit on my boyfriend and you're telling me to back off? Luna rages, never tough me again. Luna advises her to pay attention. Or what? Smirks Electra. You merely promised not to squander your big chance. Luna is furious that no one else will do the same to her. According to Electra, Luna believes she can achieve anything she wants, yet she is unable to do so. It is pitiful to come on to Will. She leaves after saying, he doesn't want anything to do with you. With a sly smile, Lena says, "We'll see about that." Sheila, meantime, is shocked to find Deacon at the Il Giardino pub and learns that he is still furious about Luna. Although Deacon is upset about it, he has more important things to worry about, like Hope. He berates Sheila for taking away Hope's line since it serves her purpose. It is comparable to being the greatest mother she can be. She had given this her all, and now it's gone. She must be heartbroken. He has texted and called but received no response. Though he is unsure of how, he wants to support his daughter. Will tells Katie about himself. Katie notices something strange about Will in the design office and inquires, "Is this about Electra?" Will claims to be completely enamored with her, but he doesn't believe they are compatible. He explains that although everything has been going smoothly, they disagree about their next course of action. Katie is happy that he feels at ease discussing things with her. Like, if it's time to take it to the next step. Will wants to act morally, but he kind of doesn't. He's loved spending time with her, but he wants to be closer. "I love her, Mom." "And she's not ready?" questions Katie. Although they have been dating for some time, Will assures his mother that he would never want Electra to do anything she isn't prepared for. Simply put, they don't agree. Katie finds it beneficial that they are discussing it. Will concurs, but he wishes they hadn't discussed it at Il Giardino. Katie inquires as to why Electra became agitated. Will claims that Luna was present. "Double murderer Luna?" exclaims Katie. Will gives a nod. Katie inquires as to whether she spoke to him, saying, "She heard me and Electra and picked up on my frustrations. She came on to him," according to Will. Will tells Electra later that he's happy she's back. She has been on his mind. He has also been on her mind. He tells her that he doesn't want to push too hard and ruin things. He will wait for her even if he knows she isn't ready. Electra tells him she confronts Luna after they have a kiss. Will cautions her to use caution. This is too crucial, according to Electra. Please don't let her near us. Sheila and Luna talk about Electra's visit. Sheila informs Luna that she cannot allow Electra to visit Deacon's residence and cause trouble. There is nothing that young girl can do to scare her, Luna sniffs. She attempted to be harsh and even shoved her, which makes Luna laugh. "So what did you do?" Sheila asks. "Nothing," says Luna. However, it's fortunate that she left since she had a strong desire to lash out at Electra Forrester, that prude. Liam gives up. Bill tells Liam at his residence that although he has been patient, things won't last if he continues. Liam inquires as to whether he believes he must demonstrate the strength of this. He finds it incomprehensible that he allowed Luna Nozawa to be released from prison. Bill yells that he only needs to accept it and doesn't need to comprehend. Liam refuses. Bill promises he will. "You'll. Can you hear me?" Liam looks at his father with amazement. "You work for me," Bill says in a tone. "You will follow instructions." "What precisely are you threatening me with?" Liam asks. "Are you planning to let me go?" "I quit, so that's a little challenging." Bill rolls his eyes. Deacon is the source of hope. When Hope enters Il Giardino, Deacon embraces her tightly. After learning of the events at Forrester, he attempted to call. Hope wasn't prepared to speak earlier. She gripes that her mother blames her for everything and doesn't get it. She was unable to listen to her ramble on about Ridge for another minute in that house. She has never experienced such betrayal and hurt from her mother. According to Deacon, she is not the sole parent, but she is also not the only one. Every day and twice on Sunday, he would wager on her. They embrace and say, "You lean on me if you need someone to lean on." The sequence is designed to combine visceral action, emotional stakes, and the abrupt unraveling of a crisis in Liam's medical emergency, collapses during fight with Bill. The flickering fluorescent bulb overhead produced jagged shadows as Liam surged at Bill, his fists clenched like stones, his teeth bared in a sneer that betrayed years of hidden complaints. The air in the dimly illuminated garage was thick with the metallic tang of blood and the acrid smell of motor oil. "You believe you can simply leave?" Every line of Liam's raw voice was a grenade thrown across the abyss of their broken brotherhood as he yelled. Bill avoided the situation, his own rage a controlled, icy flame, but a glimmer of panic in his eyes indicated that this was more than simply another fight. "Liam, you're not thinking clearly." He fired back, deflecting a wild hook, and felt the force travel up his forearm. Liam, however, was not paying attention. His face was flushed an unusual crimson, his veins throbbed at his temples as though his skull itself were a prison for the tempest within, and his breaths came in rough, uneven gasps. With Liam's fists becoming more sloppy and his technique faltering, the fight was a whirl of groans and scraping boots, a ballet of desperation, until a miscalculated swing sent him flying into a workbench, tools clattering to the concrete like fallen soldiers. He calmed himself for a heartbeat, his knuckles white, his hands holding the bench's edge, and something changed during that moment. His body trembled like if the cords holding him up had been cut, a mild tremor at first, then a powerful one. Bill froze as Liam clawed at his chest, gasping for air that wouldn't come, and his knees hit the earth with a horrible crack. Bill felt the rage drain from his face. "Liam? Liam?" As he fell next to him, hands uselessly hanging over his brother's trembling body, Bill's voice broke, the conflict forgotten. Liam's wide, terrified eyes met Bill's, which were now swimming in a primordial fear rather than wrath, his lips working silently as his body betrayed him. Once a battlefield, the garage now felt like a graveyard, with Liam's gasping breaths, each one shallower than the last, breaking the stillness. Sweat-stained fingers grappled for his phone as Bill's thoughts raced through bits and pieces of CPR instruction from a 10-year-old first aid course. "You fool, you must stay with me." As his brother's complexion grew pale and the color drained away like ink in water, he begged, holding Liam's head. While sirens screamed in the distance, time had become syrupy, with each second seeming to drag on forever. Memories flashed, a skinned knee from childhood, their mother scolding words, "Look after each other," the final acrimonious dispute about money, pride, or a girl, all of it crumbling into this one terrible moment. Bill staggered back, his hands smeared with Liam's perspiration and his own shame, whispering apologies to a brother who could no longer hear him, as the paramedics rushed in, their uniforms shining bright against the dirt. With Liam's body limp and a maze of tubes and monitors already clinging to him like lifelines, the stretcher wheels creaked as they loaded him. The fight's rage was replaced by the heartbreaking realization that some wounds were deeper than fists could reach, and Bill followed, numb, the taste of copper and regret heavy on his tongue. Unintentionally, the Deacon triggers Sheila and Luna's revenge-palooza. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon Sharp issues an ultimatum to Sheila Carter, his murderous wife, regarding her recently discovered murderous granddaughter, Luna Nozawa. Deacon wants Sheila to choose between him and her daughter because he cannot forgive Luna for killing two of his workers. Lying, Sheila claims that she will always pick him. Her response is the epitome of get up with fleas and lay down with dogs. Deacon is going to get bitten. The dishonest wife bit the Deacon. Sheila almost passed out with pride when Luna revealed that she was her grandmother. They grew close right away, and they even had an odd lip kiss. Even though Luna is not Sheila's only grandchild, she is the closest thing to a miniature version of herself, and no matter what she tells Deacon, she will never give up this wonderful kinship. Sheila Carter's ecstatic feelings for Luna Nozawa. After Sheila and Luna attempted to murder Finn Finnegan's wife Steffy Forrester, Finn is currently prohibited from seeing his mother and daughter. We believe that Sheila and Luna will soon be up to no good, so this won't last. Sheila and Luna are soon discussing their evil actions and enjoying the fact that they have enemies in common, especially Steffy Forrester. Deacon's world was upended. After being rejected by her loved ones, Sheila is not only adamant about dating Luna, but she is also renting her an apartment. We believe that when they meet behind Deacon's back, they will cooperate to pull Finn away from Steffy. According to next week's teasers, Steffy and Finn establish ground rules, instructing him to avoid both murderous women. Luna and Sheila sabotage Steffy. However, Sheila tries to lessen Steffy's influence over Finn, and Finn will find it difficult to reject Luna. Obstruction. We don't think Deacon Sharp will waste time ending things with Sheila, who hasn't changed at all, since he knows that something is wrong. Will Luna and Sheila go on a furious retribution rampage after Deacon rejects them, making all of their adversaries fair game? When Deacon betrays her, Sheila has nothing left to lose because she believed she had found genuine love and salvation with him. Because of Sheila's relationship with Luna, Deacon will leave her. Sheila Carter Sharp was ecstatic as she finally accepted that Luna Nozawa was her grandchild, even if it took a moment for the truth to set in. Having a family is all that this changed Sheila desires. John Finn Finnegan, her biological son, avoids her because his wife, Steffy Forrester, insists that he do. Sheila is thrilled to hear that he has a biological daughter who was lost not too long ago. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila accepts Luna and all of her murderous flaws immediately. In this instance, the apple does not fall from the tree. Sheila had committed a few killings herself, and Luna was recently pardoned for the murders of 2 men who had worked for Sheila's husband, Deacon Sharp. Sheila is overjoyed to embrace Luna as her lovely flesh and blood, and these two will likely understand each other better than anyone else ever would. The difference between them today is that Sheila has been on a supposedly successful redemption tour for the past few years, and although Luna claims that Sheila has changed, we will need to see some evidence to support this claim. Since Sheila has already vowed to stay with Luna, they will either support one another for the benefit of society as a whole or perish together. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila was forced to choose between Deacon and Luna. Deacon is the one individual who isn't embracing Luna. He isn't even considering the possibility of moving past the fact that she killed Tom Starr and Hollis, 2 people he regarded as close friends. He firmly objected when Sheila revealed that Luna was her granddaughter, telling her that she had to pick between him and Luna, and he meant it. Sheila assured Deacon that he was her choice at that precise moment, but it was clear that she was not going to end their connection as soon as he returned to work and she met with Luna. They will connect and make up for lost time, but it won't be as simple as she had imagined. Deacon's marriage to Sheila will end as soon as he discovers that she and Luna are dating, and he will discover it. Crossing a barrier that Deacon really establishes is nearly always a deal-breaker. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna Nozawa may be granted a pardon. She remains as compulsive as ever, though. Luna currently has Will Spencer in her crosshairs. Luna might have a sinfully obscene idea after witnessing Electra Forrester as she Will's approaches. Let's talk about what the villain might do to win her man as you continue reading. Pardoning Luna Nozawa. When Bill Spencer was able to free Luna from house detention, fans were rather taken aback. Bill then succeeded in getting the killer pardoned just as people were starting to discover the great secret. That same day, in yet another startling turn of events, Bill informed Luna that it was time for her to leave his home. Thus, while he remains in his comfortable, gated, and guarded mansion, he covertly places a murderer under house arrest, has her pardoned at the last minute, and then releases her onto the streets. The virginity of Electra Forrester. Luna has been frequenting Il Giardino ever since she was pardoned. Will and Electra were having lunch when Luna caught sight of him. Luna observed Will attempting to touch Electra's leg while discussing his desire to advance their relationship. Electra was obviously uncomfortable physically, despite the fact that she smiled and made no vocal objections. Then, Electra confessed her love for Will to Ashley Brewer's character Ivy Forrester, but she wasn't yet prepared to take that step. Luna has so obviously identified a gap and will seize every chance to exploit it. Will Spencer's unsettling meeting. When Electra had to go, Luna went over to Will, back at Il Giardino. Luna continued to offer Will herself. Luna repeatedly implied that she could offer Will passion at any time or place, despite the fact that he is with Electra. Perhaps Luna was simply enjoying herself with Will. However, things might have taken a different turn when Electra gave Luna a hard shove during a confrontation. The magical mints are back? The plot of Penelope Poppy Nozawa's Romy Park, Magical Mint was never truly settled. She did say that she had broken her mint habit, but what kind of drug was it? In reference to her betting Zend Forrester Dominguez, Delon de Metz, Luna claimed that the mints caused her to have hallucinations. Perhaps Luna will learn from that chapter once more. Does Luna still have any of these mints, or does she know where to find them? Is Luna able to drug Will? Luna would make sure Electra believes something happened, even if she didn't do anything with him. All Luna has to do is for Electra to question Will's justification. Luna can concentrate on getting Will to reconsider her after Electra is out of the way.